So, this is Haut Beyleron 2025. This is by Bastion2103, 498.98 megabyte on the download. And yes, by the name 2025, this is a previous map. But in particular, this was a previous base game map. This was the European map coming out on FS22. So if you never played that game, to be fair, it was an alright map. Alright map indeed. Now, you may have seen a few of my videos on map tours before, and I do appreciate a good village. And this has got a great one on it. Now, obviously, on New Farmer, you're going to be using some slots. And in particular, you're going to be using 1,010 slots. And also on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land, which in particular, as you can imagine, like the standard base game version on 22, it's this one over here. It's got this little start farm. You got field 20 and field 16. Now, I remember when I played on that map back in the day. I say back in the day. It's only a couple of years ago when that game came out. These fields here, perfect for ploughing together and having a giant field. That's what I did anyway. That was awesome. Now, you start here, right in the middle of the map, right on the river's edge. Yeah. This is all right. This would be ideal if you wanted to come and chill out and maybe do a bit of fishing. So if you've got the old Highlands Fishing DLC, you can just come and do a bit of fishing by the river. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, we do obviously start off with some equipment on New Farmer. So what is it that we get? Well, it's the smallest on this one, but small but mighty, I will say. We've got the Challenger MT635, the FarmTech EDK650, the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, the John Deere 3650, the John Deere 980, the Massey Ferguson MF8570, the Massey Ferguson MF8570 header, and the Massey Ferguson MF8570 header trailer. Now, obviously, that's a small set of equipment, let's face it, but it's everything that you need to get started. And that's the sort of premise behind it all. You're here, you've got the bare minimum to get going, and then you go from there. It's sort of I'd say a helping hand start from scratch. We haven't got too much stuff to be getting on with, but we've got enough to be getting by, which is all right indeed. Now, we're going to come up the little bank, because first off in this village, and to be fair, when this map first came out in 22, this was a great village. Obviously set in France, so it's got that ambiance about it. And we come down here, you know, the buildings are looking great. You got the old lamp posts, they're looking very, I'd say ornate. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And we come around here and we've got a gas station, fuel station, petrol station, whatever you want to call it, over here. And they're charging nothing. It doesn't mean it's free. I doubt it. Can we go in a shop actually? Let's have a little look. No, we can't. Oh, that would have been awesome for you to get in there. Looks like I've got a bit of a mess on the floor, mind you, but alright. Maybe somebody will tidy that up. But the village here, definitely one for the views. We'll call it that. It is looking awesome here. You got this little fountain in the middle. That's looking great. Yeah, I did like this map when it first came out, and it's still looking good as well. Now, obviously, we're starting off at the river's edge. That's not where you're going to be doing your starting shenanigans. So, we're going to come down to the start farm, which is over here. The start farm is a little bit different than what it was on 22. So, first off, we've got a hay silo, hay shed, whatever you want to, hay barn, whatever you want to call it. So, you got your loading in, well, you got taking out point just there. You got your loading in point just there. We've also got a garage, shed, whatever you want to call it. So, behind door number 2 is some of your equipment, well, your vehicles to be fair. And we come around here and we've got a diesel tank. So how much is that holding? 5,000 litres, not bad. Come around here, we've got a bag of seed to get started with, that's all right. Then we've got our house over here. Now, it looks like we can go inside. Let's have a little look. Oh, we've got the trigger on the outside. Oh, we can. I mean, sleep trigger's on the front door, but can we go inside? We've opened the door. Why can't we go inside? Oh, almost inside. I'm crouching to get in. But we can't get in. It's so close. Why can we not get in? We'll close the door. No, I don't want to close the door. No, that looks like I can't get in. And we got creepy grandpa woods, not uncle. Creepy grandpa woods. Can we go through this door? Oh, there we are. Go through the back door. Even better. So we've got a little bit of a kitchen there. We've got a garage here that we can open up that. You can park your... I mean, to be fair, that door's quite low. Nearly touching my head on that. I'm only 5'8". So we've got a little bit of a garage there. So we can come around like that and into the... Well, the front room. Can we get out the door? No, it's like something stopping us going through that door. But okay. Got a little bit of a... Well, I say front room. I mean, there's no TV. What's the sofa pointing at? It's pointing at your log burner. But all right, fair enough. Can we go upstairs? Oh, yes, we can. Upstairs, we've got a little bit of a landing. We come through here. We've got a bit of a bedroom. Don't understand why the sleep trigger wasn't put in the bedroom, mind you. But all right, fair enough. Is what it is. And out here, can we go out here? Yes, we can. A little bit of a patio. The more August morning sunshine. That's all right. And we come back round. We've got a little patio, decking, veranda, whatever you want to call it, at the front. Yes, we have. Oh, Grandpa's looking at us. We'll go back. We come back down the stairs, obviously. We'll go back out the back door again, because we can't get out the front door, mind you. There we are, like that. And then we're back past Grandpa. Yeah, you carry on, old boy. Right, we then got a silo, so you got your loading in point, taking out point just there. Bit of a storage shed shenanigans on the go there with your equipment underneath it. And then we've got these two here. Greenhouses. We didn't have these on 22, but they're here for 25, which is all right. So you load your water in, you get your pallets out the side, jobs are good. Then we'll spin it around here. We've got a little chicken coop. There's no chickens in there, mind you. So that's going to hold 30. And obviously you put your food in there. You then get your eggs out that side. And you've also got a water tower. Nothing need... Oh, no, your greenhouses need water. I was about to say nothing needs water, but your greenhouses need water. So that, right next to your greenhouse, that is all right indeed. So that is your start farm. A little bit different to what we had on 22, but, you know, sometimes a change is as good as a rest. Right, we'll carry on then. We're going to come up to the main shop. So obviously you're going to come up here to fix up your vehicles. So you've got your hatch marking area just there. Then got your spanner icon. Hit that and you'll fix up your vehicle or your piece of equipment. Then we come around here. You've got your main shop menu. Can we go in here? Oh, it looks like we could. It's got an interior as well. Why can't we get that? Would be great for a role play. You got a little arcade machine in there. Keep you busy while your mechanics racking up the bill. But all right, fair enough. So that's your main shop. We're going to come across to this one over here, which is going to be a dairy, but it's not a production chain because, funnily enough, we go on there. We have got our production chains there. We've got 2 greenhouses, and yeah, there's no dairy. Not on the map anyway. So we got our dairy sell point. So load your stuff into there. Jobs are good. Right, we're then going to carry on. We're going to come down to this one down here. So this is going to be a production chain for you. So this is your canning factory. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this was a train loading silo on 22. So been a little repurposing on the go. So that's going to cost you 330 grand to buy. Then got your pallet spawn point just there, which means your loading in point is just there. All right, fair enough. We'll carry on again then. We're going to come across to this area here. We're actually going to buy it. Number 51. 522 grand. Ooh, that's a bit pricey. But obviously, we've got something there now, which is going to be your BGA. That's why it costs so much. 500,000. Fair enough. So you got your taking out point of digest date just there. Loading in point for your slurry just there. Loading in point for your solids up there. And then you got your production chain menu just there. I mean, I've got a fair bit of land down here for 500,000. And we've got this bunker silo here times 2 to do a bit of chaffage on the go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Right, we'll carry on then. We're going to come up to this little area up here. So this little area is basically your but your animal dealer. It's got everything that you need. So you've got your bale sale point just there. Then come around the corner and we've got Katie. If you ever need some information about some cows or pigs or whatever you're doing, come and see her and she'll give you all the information you need. Then we'll come around here and we've got a manure heap buy point just there. Shovel that out. Bring your trailer down. Entirely up to you. Animal dealer dialogue box just there. So that's going to be obviously where you get your beef, cattle, dairy, whatever you want to call it. Then we'll come around this side and you got your slurry buy point. Yeah, so if you haven't got enough being produced buy your own animals, just come down and buy it. All right, fair enough. Right, we're going to come out of here. We're going to go down the road a touch. Now, I've made this trip along here because in 22 is a sale point as well. But it seemed to be the favourite one. It always seemed to have the best prices. I don't know if that was just my experience or whatever, but this time it's not actually a sale point. It's a debris crusher. Okay, they've moved the sale point. With the best sale point on the map in 22 is no longer here. Unless you're selling stones, then you're all right. So you're loading it up, load at the side. But what we have got is this little bridge over to this little island. Oh, I like that. I like that. Again, nice little footbridge. I mean, to be fair, you could come across there on a motorbike. That would be all right. And then you're on this centre island. I mean, there's not much on this island, mind you. There's no fields. You can't buy it, so you can't plough it out or anything like that. But from a picturesque point of view, I mean, this bridge over here, that's looking good. That is looking all right indeed. And we'll come over here. Obviously, got a bridge going that way. Obviously, we've got bridges everywhere over there. We've got one for the old train viaduct. Is it a viaduct? It's got a train? Yeah, because aqueduct is for water, isn't it? Then we got that one there. Got like the spillway coming down. It's like train junction. Bridge junction. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. And then we come down here. Because there's somebody hanging about in the park. And of all the NPCs, who do you think it's going to be? It's Dodgy Dave. Dodgy Dave hanging out in the park. Just because why? Well, we're going to leave him to it. I'm not standing around in the park with Dave for too long. It just sounds well dodgy. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one over here. So this is going to be your carpentry for you. So you've got your pallet spawn point just there. Then got your sourwood and loading in point just there. And we'll have a little scout round for the old production chain menu. So, got an orb here. There we are. Oh, you can collect the orbs. There we are. How much is that going to give us? 10 grand. Not bad. Not bad at all. And there's your production chain menu just there. And there is a bit of logging on here. I wouldn't say it's a logging map by any stretch of the imagination. But if you want to do a bit of tree chopper downery, that's even a phrase, you can do it. You can bring the wood to your carpentry. Fair enough. Right. We're going to carry on then. We're going to come up to this one up here. So this is going to be Uncle Ben. And I'm not quite sure whether he's waiting by the bus stop or whether he's doing a bit of recycling. But he's up here anyway. If you want to interact with him, there he is. Right, no problem. We'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one over here. So this is going to be your cement factory for you. So you've got your pallet spawn point just there. And then got your production chain menu just here. So that's going to cost you 370 grand. And obviously you're going to be having a loading in point just there to take all your stuff in to make the old cement. Right, no problem. We'll carry on. We're going to come across to this area over here. Now, another one of the popular sale points on the 22 map was up here. Well, it's now the farmer's market. So you've got your sale point just there for your loose stuff. You then got your pallets and your bales being sold there. I remember this being coming the road, and it was like a covered silo sort of style. So you'd come in there like that, and then you sell it over here. But obviously, they've changed a few things up a little bit. So fair enough. And we'll come around here, and we've got a line buy point as well. Buy point, sell point, all together. Job's a good one. Right, we're going to come across to this area up here. So we've got another gas station, another petrol station, fuel station, whatever you want to call it. And then again, they're not they are charging 1.5 euros, £1.50. I'd say it's probably about right, especially as the budget's come out today and we're all going to get screwed, but all right. Fair enough, little gas station. Now, I'm going to come up here, we can go through the woods, because there's somebody hanging out in the woods, which is a bit random. So we're going to come up here. Got a feeling I know it is. It's Noah, isn't it? Where are they? There we are. Noah's just here. Nowhere near a sawmill, mind you. Just hanging out by... I'm assuming this is his house. We're all that anyway. So Noah's in the woods, hiding out from the police. He's obviously done something dodgy. Dear oh dear. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one over here. I think Noah's done something a bit dodgy because the sawmill's here. Oh, it's miles away from it. So you've got your pallet spawn point just there. It does get a bit loud, I will say that. You then got your loading in point just there. And then obviously you're going to have your Salwood icon, which is just there. And you've got your production chain menu right by that car. I'm not going to get too close, so I've got a headache already. Dear, oh dear. Got Dodgy Dave in the park. You got Noah hanging out in the woods. What's going on here? Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one over here. So this is going to be your warehouse buy point. Well, and to be fair, and sell point. So if you're ever short on doing something in any production, or any base game production anyway, come over here. You can buy the pallets. Jobs are good. And obviously you're going to have to pay for them. So you're not going to get it for free. But you know, it is what it is. So you buy them just there. They are then going to spawn in one of these spots. And then around the side is going to be a sell point for you to sell your stuff. No problem. Right. We'll carry on. We're going to come down to this one down here. So this is going to be another sell point for you. So this is restaurant. So obviously you come in there, dump your stuff in. Jobs are good. And maybe whilst you're here, have a little go on the seesaw. Can we have a little go on the seesaw? Come on, I need somebody else to come. Oh dear. Right, we'll carry on. We're going to come across to this one up here. Now this is going to be a production chain for Spinnery. Well, the Spinnery. We'll put it that way anyway. So you come down here. You got your production chain menu just there. Now it's going to be really loud once we get there. So that's going to be your Spinnery production chain point. 180 grand. We can't go inside. So let's take a little look around the outside. That's going to be your pallet spawn point just there. And we'll come around this side. And it's going to be your loading in point just there. And it's going to take your cotton bales as well. As you imagine. Because obviously, if it's not Spinnery, you're not using cotton, obviously it's going to take the bales. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Now, if you remember this map from 22, you remember that there's a giant castle right in the middle here. And I'm lost. Where's the castle? Is it this way? Come on, we'll go find the castle. Because this area here, for some strange reason, you can buy it. It's going to cost you 1.013. So we're going to buy it, yes. Nothing else seems to come up. But where's the castle gone? I've lost a giant castle. Wow, isn't that marvellous? Come on, is it over the hill? No. Where's it gone? We're on the hill here. I thought there's... Oh, it's there. I'm miles away. I'm up here. Absolutely miles away. So you got a castle right on the edge there. Obviously, you can buy you. Actually, now you've bought it. I mean, now we own that land. So what is it? Right there. Does our land go that far? No, it doesn't. I was thinking maybe you could put like a little sell point down there. Maybe. Ah, it's not going to be close enough, is it? I'm not quite sure why you'd spend $1 million on this rocky bit of land that you can't do nothing with. But okay, fair enough. Now there is one other place I want to go and take a look at, and that is this one up here. Now, this land is going to cost you 100 grand, and you could potentially put a sleep trigger over here by this house. But what's best about this land up here is it's got this. Yeah, I mean, you got a little, I suppose it could be classed as like a, I don't know, a little office, day room, man shed, whatever you want to call it. But obviously, this is the main attraction of this area up here. So we're going to quickly run up these stairs because I'd say you get a reasonably good view. You know, you're high up. You can see what's going on. Potentially see if your crops are withering out in the field, which is miles away. Potentially. I mean, you got this here. You could look through there. But, you know, you can see the castle. I mean, you got a good view. That's not bad at all. And to be fair, that's your map. Now, if you played this on 22, you're pretty... Well, you're going to be pretty much familiar with the landscaping and where most things are. There's a few things changed. Obviously, we didn't have the buy-inable warehouse that we've now got in the game. And a few different things knocking around. But it is very, very similar from what you played on 22. So there shouldn't be too many surprises. But that being said, I did like it on 22. And it's, I'd say exactly how I remember it. With a few extras. But this village in the middle, that's definitely got to be the best bit about it.